Good evening, friends. So market opened gap up actually. The market opened gap up today with a 21 and 50 crossover. Market opened gap up and it continued the momentum. Came back to 21 and back to VWAP band. So waited for the crossover of for the 21 EMA to cross the VWAP, but the candles were too far from the crossover point. And here also 50 EMA crossed the VWAP, but candles were quite far from the VWAP from the crossover point. And then I waited for the bearish crossover of, there was a bearish crossover of 21 EMA with 50 EMA. Actually the bearish crossover happened in this candle. In this candle. In this candle a bearish crossover entered. I improperly entered in this candle. There was a loss here. I learnt risk management today that I should, if there is any reversal, if I think market is not going according to my setup, I should exit immediately. That is what I learnt about risk management. I should exit immediately and wait for the next trade. Next trade, I need to wait for the next trade either today or preferably tomorrow. I need to wait until tomorrow for the next trade. So here actually after the crossover of 21 EMA with 50 EMA there was a hanging candle. This candle is critical actually. This is the right crossover setup. That's what I found that's what I found out from the past 3 days. So market entered, there was a crossover, there was a candle, but there was gap between crossover and the crossover point and the candle, and there was a reversal. There was sudden reversal and there are big reversals actually. So I learned how to handle the how to actually trade in the crossovers. So when the crossover happens, I need to find a hanging candle which is very close to the crossover point, and from this candle only I will be able to trade. Rest of the, if I take any other candle which is away from the crossover point and which is not and if there is any space between the crossover point and the candle, it will result in a reversal and into severe reversal. So actually I need to wait for the crossover to happen, and once the crossover happens, instead of, so this is called fear of missing out, FOMO. So market creates the fear of missing out. So the market forced me to enter into this trade, thinking that he is going to come to 100 EMA. Instead, it reversed back. Market reversed back to the crossover point. So this is such a trap. I need to understand this trap. This is a trap which is happening from the past 3 days for me. I am falling into this trap again and again. So I need to wait for the crossover of 21 EMA and 50 EMA, and I need to wait for a hanging candle. So just like how upon the mango tree, you see the mangoes, we see the mangoes hanging like this. So it should be hanging candle, only then this will fall on the ground. Only then the candle will, if it becomes ripe, it will fall. So if there is, I need to find a hanging candle. If there is already a candle which has already fallen actually, so this is, there is a gap between the crossover point and the candle. So the candle is already on the ground. So the candle is like the mango is already on the ground. The candle is already the support point. So it received support again, it went back up to the crossover point. Only the hanging candle is the right candle to trade. In majority of the cases, it results in profit. If there is a loss, then it will be a minor loss. I will need to exit in such cases with minor losses, not hang on to my trades. So I learned one more thing about risk management. So cut the losses early if the market is not moving according to our setup, according to my setup. The market is not moving according to my setup. I need to cut the losses semi quickly and wait for the next trade. So that is what it's a crucial factor actually. It will result in, because say reversals are severe. See, reversal of this much this much big candle. So such a big reversal is a disaster actually. So reversals are severe actually. So they need to be identified and exited immediately. So I identified and exited the reversals actually. But here, so instead of hanging on to the trade, I need to exit immediately. So that's what I learned. How to handle the losses, and that is part of risk management. How to handle the losses. So cut the losses early and wait for the next trade. So that is a golden rule actually. Cut the losses early if market is not trading according to my setup. And the proper entry for a crossover setup is the hanging candle. So after the crossover, so I need to wait for the hanging candle. To take entry, a foreign entry. After the crossover, I need to wait for the hanging candle for an entry. So if there is a gap between the crossover point and the candle, it will result in reversal. So I need to ignore such candles. Even if there is movement after this candle, I need to ignore such candles, because it is not a regular trade. It is a one. Sometimes it results in profit, sometimes it results in severe losses. So I need to ignore. I learned to ignore this candle, which is a because there is gap between the crossover point and the candle. So I need to wait for the hanging candle like this. This is a hanging candle. It's a valid candle. So I need to wait for hanging candles. So this is what I learned about the risk management and proper entry and exits. So if you like my video, please subscribe to my channel. Thanks for watching.